Hello everyone, welcome to Come Sit at My Table. Today is Subscriber Sunday number 9. Now, most of you that have been watching know that on Sundays we have been using recipes that were sent to Melissa and me from subscribers. And today we're doing our 9th Sunday where we're using a subscriber's recipe. Today's recipe is from Joanne Hillsmeyer in Washington, Michigan. Now, Joanne actually sent 4 different recipes. And I'm going to tell you that I wish I could just make all of them for you today. They look wonderful. But we've already done some desserts and some main dishes, so I thought I would use a recipe that Joanne sent us for an appetizer. First, let's read a little of the letters she sent. It says, "Dear Tom and Melissa, I am sending you 3 recipes that I got in the early 1970s. That's been a minute ago, huh? 2 from coworkers while I was still working, and 1 from a very dear friend. They're all easy to make and oh so delicious." She goes on with her letter and pays us some really nice compliments. And Joanne, we do appreciate that. The recipe that we're using from Joanne today is for bacon-wrapped water chestnuts. This is a really easy recipe. It literally has 5 ingredients. So it's very easy to do. I think it will come together fairly quickly, and it sounds delicious. So I'm going to lay the recipe right here where I can reference it if I need to, and let's talk about what's going into bacon-wrapped water chestnuts. First, of course, you need some water chestnuts and some bacon. Now, our water chestnuts are whole water chestnuts. You can see here, it says whole on it. They are not sliced or diced. They're just whole water chestnuts, and you're going to need 2 cans of those. Then you're going to need some bacon. Now, I have thick sliced hickory smoked bacon, but I think you can use any bacon for this. In fact, I think regular bacon, not the thick sliced, might work even better because it will bake faster. But we're going to try the thick sliced bacon today since that's what we have. Then to make this sauce to go over it, we're going to use 1/4 cup of mayo, and we're using real mayonnaise, not salad dressing. 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, and we're using light brown sugar. And then 1/4 of a cup of chili sauce. Now, chili sauce is not something that I normally keep in the cupboard. Everything else I normally have, but not chili sauce. I use it for different things, but I only buy it when I'm ready to use it. So that might be something you have to pick up at the store if you don't have it in your cupboard. I do want to show you something interesting about Heinz 57, and you don't have to use Heinz. You can get Great Value or, any brand of chili sauce. But I do want to show you something about Heinz, and this works on their glass ketchup bottles too. On a Heinz bottle, if you look right in this area, you will see the number 57. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, Melissa.
Let me get the right angle. Maybe we can.
There is a number 57.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay.
I can see it.
Now, years and years and years ago, when I was a kid, I was told that Heinz puts that number 57 on there to help you get the contents out of the bottle, whether it's ketchup or chili sauce. And the trick is to tilt the bottle at a 90-degree angle and tap where that 57 is. And look what happened. It ran right down there.
A 90-degree angle to what? I'm confused.
Well, like this is straight up. That like at a 90-degree angle to the floor, I guess, or to the table. There's our oven. It has come to temperature 350 degrees. I just thought it was interesting that they put the number 57 on there, and it's supposed to be there so that you can tap it and get the contents out. I don't know if that's true. Okay, here's what you do for these bacon-wrapped chestnuts. We're going to take slices of bacon, And she says to cut them in half to wrap the water chestnuts. I really don't think it's going to take half a slice, but I'm going to try it with this first one just to see. So you take half of a piece of bacon and just wrap it around the water chestnut. Then I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so that I have room here. Then we're just going to lay them on either a roasting pan or on a cooling rack that's over another pan. Now, I did line my pan with foil because I don't want the mess to clean up. And, you know, after that bacon bakes, we'll have grease down in there and I can just throw that away. So we're just going to wrap them like that, put them on the sheet, and let them bake at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. That's all we have to do to start with. Once they are completely baked after 45 minutes, we're just going to take them off this pan, put them in a baking dish, make a sauce with these 3 ingredients that we pour over it, and continue baking them for another 20 minutes. That's pretty simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrap my water chestnuts and get those on here. I know you don't want to stay and wait for me to do 2 cans full of these water chestnuts, but when we have them on here, I will come back and show you what they look like, and then we will get. So we're down to our last water chestnut that we're wrapping in bacon, and now they're all on our tray and we're ready to bake them. So they will go into a 350 degree preheated oven for 45 minutes. When they are finished, we'll come back and show you the next step. Our bacon wrapped water chestnuts are out of the oven, and I am moving them from the baking rack over to a 9x13 baking dish. Now, we are going to mix up our sauce or dressing. So we're just going to take the mayonnaise and put it in. And I'm using a measuring cup to mix this. Our packed brown sugar and our chili sauce. I just don't think this looks like enough sauce to go over all those, but I'm going to try it. These are the amounts that are on Joanne's recipe, so I'm going to try that and see.
It will probably get thinner too as it heats up.
Yeah, maybe. It just looks to me like it's going to be pretty thick and kind of hard to pour over them, but maybe not. And when we make these subscriber recipes, this is the first time we've done this. I was telling Melissa earlier, I kind of remember as a child, I remember this recipe. I've never made it, but I kind of remember seeing it maybe at, parties or holiday parties or something. I don't know. I don't remember eating it, but I kind of do remember this recipe. So I guess we just drizzle this, pour it over the bacon wrapped chestnuts like this. Make sure they all have some on them.
They smell really good already.
They really do. Well, it's bacon.
I know, but
of course they smell good. Okay.
More than you thought?
Yeah, it went further than I thought it was going to. So I'm pleasantly surprised by that. I guess I was expecting it just to cover them, and it is definitely not going to cover them.
But I think it's going to melt a lot. I really do.
Yeah, I think so. You just want to make sure they all have some on them, because you want that sauce. You want the taste of that sauce on that bacon. Although, it is bacon, so, how can it be bad? Okay, now these go back in the oven for 20 more minutes on 350. So we're going in, and when they're finished in 20 minutes, we'll be back and let you see them. The bacon wrapped water chestnuts are out of the oven, and they absolutely smell delicious. In fact, when I took them out of the oven 15 seconds ago, Melissa said, "Oh, those smell so good." And I did take 2 and put on my plate to try to cool them down because I do not want to burn my mouth. Now, Joanne says to put these on a plate or a platter and serve them with toothpicks stuck in them. So I did get some toothpicks out because I want to see how easily the toothpick goes in. Oh, there's resistance. Those water chestnuts did not become soft and mushy at all.
So they'll stick on your toothpick really well.
They will. Do you want the first bite?
I think I'm going to wait because you know how I am about burning the roof of my mouth.
Do you want to tell them what you just said to me? About what you're going to do?
I said I'm going to have some for dinner.
Yeah, she did. She said, "This is what I'm having for dinner."
Absolutely. It's going to be an appetizer dinner.
Yeah.
I've done that before in a restaurant, so.
Do we have other appetizers to put with this?
I don't know. Figure it out in a minute. Can hear the water chestnut crunching.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad we're having these at home. Because if we were at somebody else's house and they had these, I would embarrass myself. I know this is an old recipe because I know I remember this. I would embarrass myself because I would eat so many. Do you think we'll eat all those tonight?
Probably not, but it is going to be dinner,
Maybe.
so we'll eat it a bunch.
I'm glad I'm eating 2 before you are. That way I get 2 more. I get 2 extras. Those are so good. The sauce is fabulous. I love the softness of the bacon with the crunch of the water chestnuts. That is so good. Joanne, thank you so much for this recipe. This is a good one. Hey, listen, don't wait until you have company over for dinner to make this for appetizers. Make this for dinner. Do what Melissa said. Have an appetizer dinner. Cheese and crackers, some dips or spreads, and some bacon wrapped water chestnuts. Those are fabulous. All right, thank you so much for watching our channel. We sure would appreciate you clicking that like button. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and the word all. Also, don't forget, Melissa always puts the written recipe in the description box right under the video. All you have to do is click where you see the title of this recipe, where it says bacon wrapped water chestnuts. Click that title or that box, and that box will expand, and the written recipe is always right there for you, and our contact information is under it. And under that is a place for you to leave a comment. And we sure do appreciate and enjoy reading your comments. And there's my phone ringing. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We do appreciate every single one of you. And remember, you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Have a great day.